Hey guys, it's Miss Clark. I hope you are having a good day. This is the lesson for April 29th, 2020, and this one's called Length, Inches, Feet, Yards, and Miles. Okay, so let's get started. Oh, and this is for math, by the way, in case you didn't realize. Okay, so what do you know about these four words? Inches, feet, yards, and mile. Okay, now let's check in with Annie and Moby. So as we listen to the video, you're going to take notes on a piece of paper using a 4-column chart. We will fill in 2 columns of the chart using the video. Let's fill out our chart together. Let me check ahead real quick at something. Oh, okay. All right, here we go. Are you ready? All right, let me hit full screen. Oh, of course it's going to make me sign in. That's okay. You can always fast forward this part. Okay, here we go. Now we're all ready.
You think Selden's gotten longer? We should measure him. You got a ruler? That's okay, Moby. How do you measure without a ruler? I know that length is how long something is. Width is how wide something is. And height is how tall or high something is. Selden isn't very tall or wide, but he is long. Let's use something to figure out Selden's length. Well, it's easier if we use something that's flat and straight. We can line up crayons to find out Selden's length. It's important to line them up in a straight line with no gaps, or else we couldn't get an accurate measurement. Selden is 1, 2, 3, almost 4 crayons long. You found it. A ruler can help us find exact measurements. What are inches? Well, an inch is a unit of measurement, and we can use inches to measure small objects. When you measure something with a ruler, it's really important to line it up with the 0. Right, this bolt is 1 inch long. We abbreviate inches as IN period. Let's measure it. This screw is a little more than 2 inches long. It's longer than the bolt. This nail is close to 4 inches long. It's the longest. So, how long is your birdhouse, Moby? That's a gigantic birdhouse. We should use it as a doghouse instead. Maybe you measured it using feet instead of inches. How can you measure using feet? For longer objects, we can measure in units called feet. Well, kind of, except we have different sizes of feet. If we measured with your foot, we get a different measurement than if we measured with my foot. That's why we have one standard foot that is the same. This ruler is 1 foot long. which is equal to 12 inches. Let's see. Your doghouse is about 1, 2, 3 feet high. This is the abbreviation for feet, FT. I guess there are tons of ways to measure. Maybe in a few weeks we can measure Selden again and see if he's grown. Nice hat, Moby.
Okay, so we have inches and feet. All right, let's move to the next slide. So what's a yard and what's a mile? Okay, so on your chart, okay, I can't really fill it in with this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of copy it and put it up on the whiteboard. I'll make my webcam large. Okay, so we have inches and we have feet. Okay, so what did we learn about inches? Okay, so on your chart, you should put down something about inches. Okay, so there are 12 inches on a ruler, right? Okay, 12 inches equals 1 foot, right? Inches, the abbreviation is IN, right? You don't have to write out the word inches every time. What else? 1 foot. Small unit of measure. Okay. All right, and then feet. We have 1 foot is 12 inches. And we have the abbreviation is FT. And then this is used for length or long. Okay, so the units, 12 inches is 1 foot. Inches, small. 1 foot is 12 inches. Feet and long. Okay, so go ahead and copy this. Turn my camera. You can pause the video at any time. And if there's anything else that you want to add to the chart, we can talk about it during our Google Meet that you learned. Okay? I wanted to keep it short and sweet. So now, after you've written this down, I want to show you what's next. So it says, what is a yard and what's a mile? So a yard, it did not explain this in the video, but we can talk about it. So 3 feet is 1 yard. So that means that if you have 3 of these rulers lined up, that's going to be 1 yard. That's a yardstick. So like it said, picture 3 rulers end to end. Yard is the abbreviation. And then, for example, it's the height of a desk. Ooh, you know what? For our chart, for this one, let's add some examples on the bottom. So something that's usually an inch long, turn it again. Usually that something an inch long would probably be like like your fingernail, right? Your pinky nail. Okay? That's something non-standard that can help you. So however long your pinky nail is, it should be about an inch. I think it is. Yeah. And then something that's a foot long. Well, what about your forearm? That'd be a good one. Your forearm is about 12 inches, roughly. Let's see. Okay, so go ahead and copy this down. All right, and then on the rest of your chart, remember you can pause this. Okay, so let's make it smaller. All right, so this one is the height of a desk. Oops. So height of a desk, and then here's miles. This is where it gets a little tricky. So 5,280 feet is 1 mile. So that means if we lined up 5,280 rulers, that would be 1 mile. Or if we did 1,760 yards, that would be 1 mile. So if we had 1,760 yardsticks lined up end to end, that'd be 1 mile. Or 4 times around the walking loop at school. And then, for example, in Asheboro, Marshalls to Walmart is one mile. So like from the store Marshalls to Walmart, it's a mile. So what might be equal to a yard or 1 mile? So think about that. Okay. And we can talk about it during our Google Meet. Now, it says save this paper for tomorrow's review and practice. So hold on to the paper that you just did, the chart, and I want you guys we're going to do our review and practice for length or for customary measurement. Okay? So I will see you guys at our Google Meet, and I hope you have a great day.